from Benue. Do you know what? One day they were talking that this Biafra of a thing, how I wish they have an access to it. They themselves will be willing. They were just saying it. You understand? They were willing. And I asked them, you people too, you want? They say they are the one. They are even saying that there is one side that even made mention of that they are claiming that they are Biafra. You understand? Then if you people, some side part of your side are claiming Biafra, and who are then the Biafra? He said that means we are together. Many are willing now. Many are ready. Many are giving up from this country called Nigeria. Many citizens are giving up. If you watch that Hausa young brother, is it Paul? You understand? Do you want to tell me that such person have an opportunity, you understand, that he will not join? He will join because he love. If you watch him, the way he talks, you know that this very person is in love with the Biafrans. They have the ability and the capacity to do more than that. I repeat, they have the ability, the capacity, the strength to do more than that. Because before them could stand up to this level, you know how they prepare. Do you know how prepared are they? Even up to this very moment, they still stand. And they're, see, time has gone whereby time has gone whereby you belittle anything in Nigeria. You understand? That time has gone. Now, whatsoever that comes up comes to stay. And anything that comes to stay has a backbone, has a backup. You understand? So them that have been standing for long up till now, and they have not been conquered. So what do you think? Even as it is now, if you watch, there was a time that Nigerian military were crying. One man, Ikechukwu, somebody like that, if I'm not mistaken, you understand, one of Nigerian military Igbo man was saying that the Igbos should come out and join the military. And Igbos are running away, the wrong one. You understand me? And as I'm talking to you now, with what is happening in the north and in this country, many states, many tribes are willing to join those BLA. Many tribes are willing. One about 2 Okada from Benue. Do you know what? One day they were talking that this Biafra of a thing, how I wish they have an access to it. They themselves will be willing. They were just saying it. You understand? They were willing. And I asked them, you people too, you want? They say they are the one. They are even saying that there is one side that even made mention of that they are claiming that they are Biafra. You understand? Then if you people, some side part of your side are claiming Biafra, and who are then the Biafra? He said that means we are together. You understand me? So then open up to me. I'm saying two. I've entered their bike in discussion. They say this. You understand me? And based on the YouTube or whatsoever they are watching, maybe that is where they watched me. You understand? They saw me. That makes them a kind of to come up with such interaction, discussion. Yeah. And they were like, as you say, I'm not part of they should do their findings. I'm only an analyst. You understand? So I don't know much about them or what they are doing there. I'm only trying to throw light on what is happening. So definitely now they have thrown it open. I believe if such people should have their way, they will even have more than 50. Many are willing now. Many are ready. Many are giving up from this country called Nigeria. Many citizens are giving up. If you watch that Hausa young brother, is it Paul? You understand? Do you want to tell me that such person have an opportunity, you understand, that he will not join? He will join because he love. If you watch him, the way he talks, you know that this very person is in love with the Biafrans. Despite the fact, yeah, Paul, you know that this person, despite this an Hausa man, he hates injustice. You understand? People of such will be willing and ready to do that. You understand me? So, as I'm like I said, the people like that Paul is from the north. I've heard it some from Plateau and Benue.
Yeah.
You understand me? Let me tell you this.
It's one of our analysts.
Benue, one of our analysts is Paul, the one I made mention of. Then this one is the Okada riders, the Benues. And I met one again, this one from the Bauchi, I say Bauchi, from Kogi. You understand? And this Kogi is these people that have common boundary with Enugu. You understand? Openly, he open up. They are willing, they are ready. You understand? Because I asked them, but why is it that, you know, you people killed my people during the war? He said it was a mistake. That they made it as a mistake. Now that their eye has opened, they have come to know the truth. And now look at what they are suffering. You know what he told me? He said, Pastor, you know what? I ran away from farm. He said, I witnessed this one. The Fulanis came to our farm. I ran away from farm. You understand? And if I have my way, I will defend myself, my people. Do you know how many of my people that they have been killed? And I could remember during Buhari time, you know, in 70s, you know, you bury them 60, 70, 80 at a spot, being murdered by who? By the Fulanis. So those families, I believe that those families are the one now running away from their state, from their place. And many of them are farmers who were supposed to be in the farm. Are you getting it? Farming, bringing out some goods, crops, products, and come out and sell. Then make things, the cost of things cheaper. Are you getting it? But because they have been chased away, many have been murdered. In Benue today, look at them. They're full Lagos now, full, likewise other part of the country. You understand? Why? They are running away from for their life. You understand? So that is why people like that, that's why I'm not surprised when these ones are saying that they wish, how they wish. You get it. So if they have that opportunity, it will no longer be Igbo itself. You understand? Benue is like they are looking for an opportunity, a way to defend, to retaliate what they have suffered in the hand of these same Fulanis. You understand? So Benuans are coming smoothly. So saying that if now 50,000 will be possible, my brother, is over possible. Over possible, the warrior. So likewise, other people in the southeast, not Igbos alone, even Delta, even Calabar, even Uyo, all of the Aziz.
So why do you think you want to join them? Is it because they are passionate? Because of the passion?
One, love is there, which is passion. Two, the country, they no longer have faith in the country. They have lost their faith in the country. Four, the intimidation and humiliation of the Fulanis, they don't want to continue with it again. The killing and the raping of their women has become too outrageous that they cannot condone it again. So there are so many things that can push them, or that is pushing them to have that passion for what the BLA is calling for. Everybody wants to defend their land as the people of the land. You get it now? Everybody wants to defend their land as the people of the land. As Setima have said. Thank you.
Okay, but we saw where there was alleged news that Simon Ekpa instructed or told Ngozi to apologize to Ogenkere. We don't know how true that is, but what's your take on this?
Yes, even me, Like I said, I have lost of my phone, but somebody said it that he confirmed it. But one thing about me is that I need to confirm something before I fully stand on my ground to speak. But if PM himself has openly come outside and asked Ngozi Orabeze to apologize to Nkere, I don't see anything there as a big deal. It's not too much for him to say, and it's not too much for her to say, I am sorry. Are you getting it? Because she's a woman I respect and I love her. And I love her personality. I don't see I'm sorry as a big deal for her. If she loves us with the Biafrans, she's more safe and safer where she is than we that are in this country voicing out. You understand me? I know many will be saying it, a Biafran evangelist, your life. I know my life may be at stake too, truly. You understand? But the truth remains that I will continue to speak the truth in every diaspora I see myself. You understand me? So, Orabweze should not see it, should throw away pride and should not count on any this thing. He should go ahead and do it because of love of USB, because of that love, that passion. And I believe that she is a mother and a wife too, and a good wife. You understand me? It's only a bad wife that controls her husband. A bad wife that proves arrogancy to her husband. But a virtuous woman, as the book of Proverbs stated it, if you go to the book of Proverbs chapter 14, it's talk about the virtuous woman. A virtuous woman build a home and help her husband. And he pray for her husband. That is the duty of a virtuous woman. A woman who is down to earth for the progress of her children and that of her husband and the family. And I believe in Biafra, she's a mother, she's a wife, and she have husband, and she have children. She have people. And I believe we are one of them for the sake of peace and the unity of all of us and for the betterment of everyone. I plead with her. If truly she respects PM and she respects USB and she love PM and love our leader nnamdikanu that still remain in detention and still love that USB, it's not a big thing. And that will even make her to grow more wings. In case if she don't know, let her throw away pride and say, I am sorry. It will not minus anything from her. Rather, it will promote her. It will give her more ground where the USB citizens are, wherever they are. People like me, yes, I'm giving it to her as a pinch of advice. Let her do it. If PM asks her to do that, let her go ahead and do it. And see what will happen. She will gain more respect, gain more ground than every other woman, even more than some men in USB.
But some people have said that this person that someone Ekpa allegedly said she should apologize to is somebody that some people call him a fraudster that is using different name, to swindle the Biafra money, because he was or is what the minister of finance. So some people say they don't trust him. That it's not possible.
No, she was not Minister of Finance.
No, that's Ogen Kere himself.
Ogen Kere himself.
Yes.
Ogen Kere. Now listen, if Ogen Kere is, as people said, that he's a fraudster using different account name to freeze people's money. And I don't, if that the man is such kind of person, I don't think that PM in the first place would have allowed him to handle that position of finance in the first place. Two, I don't think that if PM truly say that Ogen Kere, that former COS or Rabueze should apologize to her, I don't think the PM would have done such a thing, would have asked her to do that. If what they are saying about him was true. You understand? Then, thirdly, there wouldn't have been any room for election. They would have allowed the woman, or the doctor, to continue. Are you getting it? Because in this struggle, we don't need fraudsters. We don't need cheaters. We don't need enemies. We don't need those that will lobby within Nigeria. We don't need betrayers. Are you getting it? We need people that are truthful and sincere, ready to fight to the end. Who will stand like nnamdikanu and Ekpa, even if it will cost their civil rights and cost their life. They are ready to pay, but to make sure that they get what they want. That's the kind of people we want. So if that is the case, I believe that PM knows better than all of us because he has worked with him. You understand? He knows better than all of us. So I don't think such a thing, or if there is, so let the PM be the one to see to it.
Defense force, therefore resistance force, all of them were alert, engaging anywhere that as he claimed and his IPOB will come to kill the people. They will go and defend. And Nigerian army of occupation, after the operation, they will try to come and occupy because they are the army of occupation. But still, Biafran Defense Force, Biafran Liberation Force, Biafran Resistance Force, all of them will still resist them and push them away. This is why you cannot see Nigerian army gaining any ground and occupy it. When they slaughter, they run away. And if you go to that data, as people have posted it, they went to Catholic church, they bulldozed the whole church building, bulldozed the whole school, bulldozed the whole individual houses, under civilian, not under military. And as people will boasting that is when Abia with IPOB fighting Biafra Liberation Army. Those places they went to operation, Biafra Liberation Army is not there at all. They don't have camp there, no president there, nothing there. It was civilians and the civilian rural area that he was boasting. This is why whenever Asaridokubo come out to say anything as if he's trying to favor Biafrans or Igbos, I will say nobody should manage him. Asaridokubo is a traitor, and this is why no matter how you have Buhari government, you have Tinubu government, they leave him, they cannot do him because they know that is their machinery. They know that is their voice. They know in capacity they're using him. Nigerian army cannot do me anything. Yes, Nigerian army cannot do him anything. Falcon, because it's with them. All those things he's saying, Yabin Tinubu government abusing Nigerian army is to deceive the masses so that he can come closer to them and they have information from them to use against them and to transmit it to Nigerian government. That's what they're doing. Even in that, his last interview, he mentioned the areas that their boys are there now. He said his boys and IPOB were in Idato, in Okigwe. He mentioned the area, which means, and in this area, where area Nigerian army are bombarding recently since the declaration of restoration of Biafran nation. These two areas they are bombing it well. And if you come, the way I understand it, according to the map or explanation people give to me, there was 4 days gun battle in Olo, Uzodinma local government area. 4 days day and night battle, and Biafran armed forces were able to dislodge Nigeria armed forces. They quit from that to Olo area. The next place they have to bounce in was in Idato, because Idato, as I heard, according to the map and the saying, Idato and Olo have common boundary. It's just a stone throw. Because if you come to east, you can take leg crossed one local government to another local government, you don't know that they have crossed to another local government because they live interwoven. Their border, unless the indigenous people of that area tell you that here is the boundary of these two local governments. Not that you run some kilometers, forest or vast land nobody live before you enter to another local government. So the next local government, as they were pursuing out of Olo, the next local government on the northern side of Olo was Idato. And if you go to that Idato, as people have posted it, they went to Catholic church, they bulldozed the whole church building, bulldozed the whole school, bulldozed the whole individual houses under civilian, not under military. And as Tinubu will boasting that his men are there with IPOB fighting Biafra Liberation Army. Those places they went to operation, Biafra Liberation Army is not there at all. They don't have camp there, no president there, nothing there. It was civilians and the civilian rural area. Then he was boasting. That is Ben. This to show you that Asidukubo is not a man you will rely on him. No freedom fighters supposed to rely on Asidukubo. Asidukubo is anti-freedom fighters. And now, he mentioned IPOB. Which IPOB? IPOB of DOS, whom Soludo have recommended that they are the unknown gunmen, which have been known. It's a IPOB, repeated IPOB, working with the government now, which means up to today, IPOB are working with the government.